We're Junkyard dreaming on a dead-end street in Pleasant Grove, Alabama, where this 1955 Chevy 210 series two-door sedan's been sitting. Our 55 Chevy dreams were ignited by two-lane blacktop and American graffiti. This Chevy is a survivor, dented, rusted, and proud. She's been baked by Alabama summers, soaked by Alabama rains, and marked by a tree with a grudge.
Perhaps a tree, maybe something round and heavy fell right on top of it. It's a factory V8 because we see there's the little V8 emblems back here.
A real Atlanta-born belle. Now it's a rusty relic under a dilapidated carport. She's got flat tires, rims buried in the dirt, and a dent on the passenger fender. Under the hood, that original 265 cubic inch V8's clinging tight.
It appears to be the original 265 V8, which was actually the very first conventional V8 that Chevrolet put into a production car. And this appears to be it, although we can't verify that without the numbers. And we're going to run all the numbers on the trim tag and see what it is. But it appears to be a 1955 two-door post sedan, a 210 trim level it looks like. And it appears that it was a solid turquoise, which is a very popular color in the 50s and sold very well. This one still has some of the original hubcaps and a lot of the original parts in it, and I own it still. So that's very cool.
The trim tag, what does she say? 55. That's model year 1955. 1011. The 10 equals the 210 series. 11 means two-door sedan body style based on our info. A on body number, Atlanta, Georgia assembly plant. Trim number 504. That's light green patterned cloth and dark green plain cloth interior on the seats. 599 paint code. That's sea mist green on the upper and Neptune green on the lower body. It's hard to tell the difference under all this rust. We're not sure what the X means on the paint code line at the bottom next to 599. If you know, comment. Give us some knowledge.
It's all solid. It does have a little bit of, it seems to be, the problems are from the inside out, so it may appear to be a little better than it actually is.
Besides remnants of green paint, the trunk is a treasure trove of extra parts. 2 wheels, carburetor, fuel pump, and more.
You can see the original turquoise up under here, which was a beautiful color. My goodness, GM just did a really good job with that. And it looks like we have the original hood bird stuck up in there. They used this in 55 and 56. This was Chevrolet's testimony to future space travel. One of the reasons that we think it's not a Bel Air is because it doesn't have a trim right here, and the spear trim on the side was a little bit different. The 55 was wider, and it had a white streak going towards the middle. I know it's gone, but I can tell that from this part here that it wasn't quite as wide as the Bel Air. The local car came from Don Drennan in Birmingham, which was one of our oldest Chevrolet dealers, and they actually began being known for selling Buicks. Don Drennan Chevrolet was in Inslee, Alabama, and they later became one of the biggest Buick dealers in the entire nation. But in the 50s, they sold Chevrolet. So this emblem is historically cool to us for several reasons.
Several things about this old 55 Chevy that you may see on other ones that have been sitting parked for decades. Got the tinted glass. This isn't safety glass. This is 55 issue. Safety wasn't top concern back then. Look at the eyebrows on the fenders. You see this on Tri-5 Chevys. Dirt and moisture gets trapped up in there from the fender wells, and it rusts out the top edges of the eyebrows, they call them. Get one more look at that small block Chevy V8, the first V8 General Motors put in a production car. It got to be original. Not much has changed on this thing, not even the green paint. What's left of it. I'm not sure it's the Neptune Green paint, the way it sits under that shed, or the rusty hue in those flat tires. Reminds me of Christine. Remember that first shot, the car in the movie, that 58 Plymouth? This 55 Chevy looks just as mean. Almost like she could wake up, hit the road. That Neptune Green. Maybe the sea mist was just on the roof. Would you drive out here and try to rescue this 55 Chevy? That carport's about to fall in on it. The roof was full of leaves and it was sagging down low.
Like we got some roof problems, and I don't mean on the car. It looks like we got some future roof problems about to happen. So if we're going to rescue this thing, we probably need to do it in short order before this thing falls.
It's just a memory under the rust, but she's got soul, and I'm sure a great story. The house the car was parked at was vacant. A passerby saw us, waved us over. They mentioned the owner passed and the place was for sale. Would you want it? Drop a comment. What would you do with it if you had it? How would you proceed from here? Be sure to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you don't want to miss the next Junkyard Life, Story Beneath the Rust. Thanks for watching.